Hey everyone, this is Crazyhouse back at it again, drawing my butt off. Yes, here we are again on another Thursday night, doing some fun drawing. And tonight's subject, I'm going to be doing my original characters, Bear and Cat. And Bear and Cat are actually a rap duo. And in the classic vein of rap duos like Kid and Play or EPMD or even Redman and Method Man, that's what these guys are. I came up with these characters way back in 2011. I was just extremely bored at a convention, and I was already doing a lot of, just fan art for other people, and I wanted to draw something just for myself. So I drew this bear and this cat both rapping on stage, and it was just like a little sketch that I did, and amongst the other drawings I had been doing for commissions. And I decided to take it home and kind of develop these characters a little bit more. When I moved to Tennessee, I remember the day where I finally, kind of fleshed these characters out and decided what their characteristics were going to be as far as a rap group. And I kind of fleshed out that the bear, he's called Boom Bap Bear, and the cat is called Cold Crush Cat. So kind of harkening back to that classic idea of what hip hop and MCing was. And Boom Bap Bear, he's a little bit more of the hardcore, more street, more talking about his lyrical skills type rapper. And the Cold Crush Cat, he's the cool one. He's I guess you could say he's like the ladies' man. He always raps about having money and getting all the girls and stuff like that. So that's kind of how their characters are defined. When they get together, they mix very well as far as like their rhyme styles going back and forth. So just going for that classic hip hop feel. I know this doesn't really exist much anymore in what has become of rap music, but this harkens back more to what the original hip hop golden age was like when I was growing up. So, but obviously they're still cute and kid type characters, and I just wanted to kind of keep them that way. They also have a DJ called DJ Truth B. He was actually a bunny rabbit who I designed for a T-shirt, and the character was just kind of DJing on his turntables that was also shaped like a rabbit, and he became Bear and Cat's DJ pretty much. So I copyrighted these characters back in 2015, and they've kind of been with me ever since. And I'm just kind of just updating the look of them, and hopefully I can actually I actually recorded the audio already and made just like a extremely short little rap tune for them, which is it's like 1 minute and 12 seconds. And hopefully I can actually animate to that someday. But here we're going to be just, updating the characters a little bit just to fit into my kid-friendly designs. And I'll be doing that tonight. I'll draw them out in my Sketchbook Pro, and then I'll take those into Adobe Animate and make sure I ink them and color them there. Going for very simple colors, but also very bright. Something that you'll be able to see from far away and catch the eye of a lot of young children out there, and just real fun stuff, and still keeping the spirit of the classic hip hop out there. So that's what I'm going to be drawing tonight, folks. I hope you stick around and check it out. If you want to stay and just watch me draw these cool characters, you can. Or if you want to ask me any questions or talk about anything you want in the live chat, we can do that as well. But going to be getting started here. I'm going to play the intro and jump right into drawing Bear and Cat, the rap duo extraordinaires. Let's go. All right, folks, here we are at the interlude here of doing Bear and Cat and DJ Truth B. And what I did was I went there and made sure the line work was very simple and made sure the shapes were very simple. And the reason for that is because I'm thinking about animation in the long run for these characters, because I think they'd be great being animated. And you see that going over to Mr. Boom Bap Bear here, you can see that he has his, the full ring on his hand, the little fist ring, and it just says Boom on there. The original drawing, I think it just said Word. Like I said, going back to the classic, the classic hip hop, but I decided to change it to Boom since he is called the Boom Bap Bear, and you can see that his eyebrows are pointing down a little bit because, like I said, he's a little bit more hardcore than his partner there of the Cold Crush Cat. And he has his classic hoodie on. He'll always have his little hand ring. And he's also usually wearing a backpack. So harkening back to those rappers that used to jump into the cypher with the backpack and the hoodies, that's kind of what I was going for with this character. And going over to the Cold Crush Cat, you can see he's a little bit more cool. And you can see that his hat's turned to the side. He has himself a gold chain. Make sure he has like the sleeveless jersey and, kind of like the sweatpants. And I decided to give him white gloves as well. Kind of like the hip-hop B-boys used to have back in the day. So that's what he kind of looks like, from those New York B-boy street days. Because Cold Crush Cat can do a little bit of dancing as well. He's kind of like Big Daddy Kane in that regard, where he's a great rapper, always loves the ladies, but he can also dance as well. So just being a great entertainer. And like I said, they work well together as a great duo. And you can see how when you put them side by side, you can see how I made sure their poses were counterbalanced. In the sketch drawing of Cold Crush Cat, his pose was a little bit different. I decided to change it just so they could have that counterbalance when they're put next to each other, just to show that they are together and they're kind of similar, but they're not exactly the same. Like I said, you see the Boom Bap Bear with his fist coming out, and Cold Crush Cat throwing up the peace sign with his hand, opposite hand. So that's kind of where I wanted to go with the look of these characters. So you can see that they're a team, but they're very different as well. And you can see, we'll go over to the rabbit here, DJ Truth B. He's not behind his turntables because I want to put the character out there so you can see what he actually looks like. Because a lot of times in the drawings I've done of him, he's always behind some turntables, kind of scratching and mixing. But this is how he looks. He always has kind of like his Kangol hat on. He's a very snazzy dresser. Always makes sure he dresses real fresh for any type of block party or whatever when he's behind the turntables. And you can never see his eyes because he always has that hat over his eyes. And his ears are kind of sticking out of the hat just to make sure he's actually a bunny rabbit. So he's the real hip hop. That was the original T-shirt that I had him on to kind of symbolize how bunny is hip hop, but also the actual music genre of hip hop. So that's the three characters right here, guys. You can see them in their inked form. I'll be doing the colors next. Jumping right into that after I get done with my ad here for my products. Another great way to support this channel is to go ahead and become a Patreon of Chris Crazyhouse. The Patreon is doing very well now. I have all 3 tiers up and running. So you can get the super tier, which is the exclusive coloring book pages that you can download and color. You have the pages of artwork that you can use for the backgrounds of your computer or your laptop or your desktop or your mobile device. You can also go to the hyper tier, which is all the clip art that you can use for whatever artwork endeavors and stuff that you want to create. And you have the final tier, which is the ultra tier, and that is the one where I give away gaming assets and artwork that you can use for 2D animation, and it is all that will be for $10 a month. So great prices, great content, all on my Chris Crazyhouse Patreon. Going to play a quick little ad here, and I will jump right back into doing some more of Bear and Cat and DJ Truth B will be filling in them with the colors, and you can see how they finally look in all their cute but cool glory. Let's go. So here we are, folks. We have the final versions of the rap duo Bear and Cat, Boom Bap Bear and Cold Crush Cat, and also their DJ Truth B. So looking here at the Boom Bap Bear, he is more of the fiery character in the group. He is the forward one. He's the tough one. And that's why I gave him more warmer colors. So obviously his hoodie is going to be red. His pants are going to have that type of motif as well. And I kept his brown fur in the warmer spectrum. And you can see definitely the look of this character. It says it all just quickly looking at him, as in a big contrast to his homeboy and partner, the Cold Crush Cat. He has more cooler colors, a cooler gray for his fur, but you see more blues and purples in his actual outfit. So just kind of giving them that basic contrast of their two characters side by side. And it gives you the idea, just from the colors, it gives you an idea of their personality. And going on to DJ Truth B, I've always envisioned him having more of a, like, I came up with the character during Easter, so he's always kind of had that type of vibe to him. And so he's kind of like the Easter Bunny if the Easter Bunny was born in the Bronx during the birth of hip hop. And he's, he always had kind of like almost kind of like a orange, white, almost like a creamsicle type color to his clothing. That's always been how I envisioned the character. So that's how you see him here in this colored version. So you put them side by side and you got one heck of a rap group that harkens back to the days of Run DMC or EPMD or Kid and Play or any of those great rap duos that you guys might appreciate from back during the classic days of hip hop. So here we are, the final versions of Bear and Cat. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me create these characters. I hope to see a lot more of them within the next year. And I just want to say to you all, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for joining me, as you always do. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope to see you here again next week. And as always, make sure you go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this video, as well as, joining this channel and subscribing and making sure that you are always notified when I upload any type of new content. So thank you guys once again, and I'll be seeing you here again on my channel, and definitely be seeing you here next week when I'll be drawing my butt off. Anyway guys, Chris Crazyhouse signing out. Peace.